Staat hij nog aan?
Yeah.
Hello everybody on YouTube. Ion is in the holiest of holiest. I'm in Rome. What I'm going to do, I'm going to visit monuments in Rome and tell you a little bit of information. Behind me is the Colosseum. The Colosseum was built in about 70 AD by the Emperor Vespasian, and it took him 10 years to build. It was finished roughly in 80 AD, but Vespasian unfortunately died, so he couldn't see the finishing of his work. It was finished by his son Titus, and even Titus couldn't wait, because when the Colosseum was opened, it wasn't even finished yet. And yeah, that's the information. 10 years, and many of the laborers working on the construction were Jewish, because Titus was the conqueror of Jerusalem, and from Jerusalem he took a lot of Jewish people to work as slaves. Now we'll probably go in. I'm sitting in front of a camera and everybody just walks through. No problem, no problem. So, well, I'm gonna leave this on. You see how nice some people can be. We'll probably get inside also, and I'll give you some extra information. Yes?
Okay.
Now a little bit of extra information. We have the Colosseum here. You turn around, you see here a tree, this huge tree. Right next to the Colosseum there was a huge bronze statue, 30 meters high, made of bronze, of the Emperor Nero. It's been molten down, it's disappeared, but this is the location where it stood. You see the tree here, 30 meters up. And you have a large statue of Nero called the Colossus Solaris. Now the Romans called the Colosseum the Flavian Amphitheater, named after the dynasty that built it, the Flavian dynasty. But the name Colosseum actually comes from the building that used to stand here, the Colossus Solaris. So now you know also where it came from. So I'm standing in front of the entrance now. We have an entrance here. And we turn around, we have an entrance here in the back. I can't remember, but I think from this gate the gladiators entered, and from that gate they left when they were dead. So one gate you go in alive, and the other gate you go out dead. So we'll go up now, and I'm going to show you some more on the Colosseum. Can you see the arena floor there?
Yeah.
Now this used to be a huge arena floor. When it was constructed, it had an arena floor. The Emperor Domitian added the lower parts of this to hide or to stuff animals in and prisoners and all kinds of stage props. And he also had hatches. Hatches could go open during a fight, so a bear could appear. So the lower part has been added after the construction of the Colosseum. And that's it. About 32 hatches, so it was technically possible to have 32 lions come on the stage at the same time. As a surprise effect, and also as a spectacle for all the people.
And it was water?
Sorry? The water bit. Now, the Colosseum is built on top of a lake. The Emperor Nero, after the Great Fire, built a huge palace in the middle of Rome. This used to be a lake, and on top of this lake they made the arena floor. And apparently when it was opened they staged sea battles. But some scholars say it was not possible. But if a lake has been here before, then probably they must have kept a drainage system to fill it up with water. And have staged have sea battles also. And that was all here 2000 years ago.
Okay then.
In the back you can see a cross, and this cross is like dedicated to all the Christians that have been killed during the persecutions by Roman emperors. And Nero wasn't the only one that persecuted Christians. There were many others until Constantine made it into the state religion. Right in the back is the imperial box, so that's where the emperors were. And in the modern stadium it's the same, depending on your status. The higher your status, the closer you are, and you know the less or the insignificant you are, you sit all the way in the back, on the top. And in the Colosseum, in the top, there were the women and the slaves. So the rest were for free men and rich men. So on the second level, you have to understand, everything used to be intact, so it was one oval place. And if it became very warm, the Romans could actually span it with some sort of cloth, so they could span everything when it was hot or if it was raining. And they used, it took about 3,000 people to actually do that. So, and remember, 2,000 years ago, that was a marvel of its time. So now I mentioned it before, but this is the location where the statue stood. It's right over here, 30 meters up. And apparently they had to lift it up with 20 elephants. 30 meters in bronze, 20 elephants. A small replica of what it looked like. Here are the blocks I told you about. And here you have an elevator. And here we have an animal to show what happens. You know, you put it on the lift and you lever it up using this device. So that's how they got the animals up. So hello everybody on YouTube. This was my tour of the Colosseum. I'm going to the outside now, and what I forgot to tell you was how many people could enter the Colosseum. Approximately 60 to 80,000, and that's the last bit of information. I hope you enjoyed it, and there's going to be more. I'm going to the Palatine and the Pantheon, but that's for other clips. Yeah.